Welcome to the 5th episode of Casual Finance Friday. My name is Steve Higgins, financial advisor here at Higgins and Schmidt Wealth Strategies in beautiful downtown Denver, Colorado. Now, the whole point of this series is to send you into the weekend with some lighthearted information, or at the very least give you a reason to point and laugh at me as I attempt and most likely fail to become the next great YouTube finance sensation. All right, while you enjoy the show, please do take a moment. Give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, or like the post and follow us on Facebook or Instagram, preferably both. My partner, Allison Schmidt, and I, we do have a passion for sharing meaningful advice about personal finance for those people with goals and aspirations, as well as the means and dedication to achieve both. If that's you, we promise to serve you in a way that respects the sacrifices you've made and honor the legacy your resources represent. Above all, we commit to keeping the promises we make and keeping your best interests at the forefront of the advice that we give. In my true to form and well-advertised lighthearted spirit, let's talk about fear. All right, I know fear doesn't sound like fun. It feels like a dark, heavy, emotional topic. But I'm not really here to talk about what scares you. Unless, of course, you're scared of squirrels. We are going to briefly touch on the subject of squirrels in a moment. So if that's you, feel free to exit the video now. If not, let's move forward. I want to talk about and I want to explore how fear can mess with your financial decisions and the way that we process information and why it is so important to acknowledge it if you want to reach your goals. If you're like most of the people here at Higgins and Schmidt, the people that we serve, your goals probably include financial independence along with a healthy aspirational lifestyle. It's often said that fear, greed, and love are the three most powerful emotions. And while love and greed sure do pack a punch, I'd argue they're no match for fear. Think about it. Your hopes and dreams aren't what wake you up at 2 a.m. Fear is. It's the thing that feeds anxiety and it steals your sleep. Ironically, our goals, things like security, health, longevity, and family, are usually pretty reasonable and attainable. And those are well within reach, but our fears, not so much. They tend to be rooted in low probability events like unlikely catastrophes that feel horrifying and terrifying, but they aren't really very likely to happen. Of course, every good financial plan should account for and give credence to risk and the possibility of curveballs like job loss, illness, market corrections, even the loss of a loved one. But even these events are usually manageable from a financial perspective with the right planning. So, if we're honest about the role that fear plays in our financial lives, we can learn how to acknowledge it and move through it without letting it drive the bus. So, all the classic elements of financial planning absolutely matter. Goal setting, investment management, tax planning, and income strategies. But I'd argue that learning how to process fear might be the most important piece. It's the reactive, short-term decision-making that often derails an otherwise thoughtful, well-designed plan. You can have all the knowledge and tools in the world, but if you swerve when you know you shouldn't, you might cause an even bigger problem. You've probably heard this driving advice before. If a squirrel, the aforementioned squirrel, runs in front of your car, don't swerve, just hit the squirrel. Slam on the brakes, you risk getting rear-ended. Swerve, you might hit a tree. And so sorry for those of you who are now mourning the hypothetical squirrel, but you do get the point. And still we swerve, don't we? Even though we know better. Why do we do it? We do it because it's instinctual. The right side of our brain, it's responsible for quick reactive decision making that includes fear, intuition, and gut responses. The left side, on the other hand, that's where logic, reasoning, and long-term planning live. Fear floods your system with adrenaline and cortisol and triggers your fight or flight response. It's designed to help you survive immediate and imminent danger. But it's terrible at thinking about your future self. If your left brain doesn't have the tools, knowledge, or confidence to speak up, because let's face it, we're not all born with this built-in bank of personal finance knowledge, your right brain takes over and it starts spinning stories. It sees patterns where probably none exist. And it connects dots that really aren't related. And it builds a narrative designed to do one thing: make the pain and the discomfort stop immediately. That's how people end up selling an investment or an entire investment portfolio during market volatility, even though the portfolio was originally designed and built to weather the exact same kind of storm. Disciplined planning and a solid investment process, still undefeated. When your right brain says this time is different, it might be imagining something that's never really happened before. It doesn't mean it can't happen, it just means that it probably won't. Nobody has a crystal ball. I certainly don't have one. As financial advisors, we work with probabilities, not predictions. We help clients plan for what is most likely to happen and keep an eye, again, on those the curveballs that life can throw at us. All the data says that you're probably going to live longer than you expected. That's great news, of course. Except when it comes to the combination of inflation and longevity risk. Those two factors, combined with repeated short-term fear-based decisions, can seriously derail your ability to meet your financial goals. Here at Higgins and Schmidt Wealth Strategies, we talk very openly and we talk often with our clients about their fears and emotional reactions to money. It's a real thing. We help them build personal investment policies, essentially giving the left brain a toolkit to push back when the right brain starts to freak out. If your financial advisor is not having these conversations with you, honestly, you should probably consider getting a new financial advisor. My partner, Allison Schmidt, she's a CPA and a certified financial planner, along with our colleague, Molly Cooper, work with an incredible team of professionals to deliver a concierge-level wealth management experience with an emphasis on tax efficiency. We are passionate about helping people understand this stuff and, more importantly, reach their goals. So yeah, you should probably become a client. And if you're curious and you want to know more about what we do and how we do it, check out our website at hswscolorado.com or shoot me an email anytime, Steven@hswscolorado.com. Thank you so much for joining me on this kind of outside the box version of Casual Finance Friday, addressing something that we feel is really, really important to clients and people with dreams, aspirations, and goals to understand. But I cannot forget to tell you, and I want you to know, have a happy Friday.